Welcome to Informs What's Your Story. I'm Kara Tucker, host of this interview series and editor of RMS Today and Analytics magazines at Informs. Today I'm joined by Fred Gardy. He is the founder and CEO of Hexaly and an Informs member for about 3 years now. So thank you very much for joining me today, Fred. I know it's a busy time for you. First thing I want to ask you is when and how you learned about the Informs Analytics Plus conference, and then how you decided to become involved in that.
So I know Informs for long, since I was a student.
Okay.
But yeah, I was in France. So I'm a French guy. I was more involved in the European OR community, especially the French OR society. I was past president of the French OR society. But for some reasons, I never attended conferences when I was in France. Mm-hmm. I had some kids 10 years ago, and so it was difficult for me to attend conferences, Informs conferences. But yeah, I knew. I also used the resources online, especially when I was a student. But yeah, becoming a member doesn't make sense if you're not involved in the community,
right?
You see? And so I was more involved in the French European community. But when I relocated in 22 to open our office in Brooklyn, New York, with the family, naturally, I wanted to be involved in the community here. And so I was I became a member of Informs first before sponsoring, exhibiting.
I thought it was the other way around.
And so since I came to be better known here by the community, we exhibit, we sponsor. We are very glad to be part of the community, and also it's a way for us to give back to the community by sponsoring.
Great. Well, we're glad you made it here. And we're happy to have you.
Sure.
What are you most looking forward to next month's Analytics Plus conference?
So meeting people. I expect meeting a lot of people to explain what Hexaly is, the difference with the traditional MILP solvers, why it's much faster and more scalable. But meeting people don't know us here. I can see that when what's Hexaly is, and really meeting people, explaining what we do, why there is an interest to use it, free for academia. Convincing people to have an interest for us. Also, following the trends. Here we have a lot of technical talks. We want to stay at the forefront of the research. It's very important for us. I expect to get new ideas for our R&D.
Yeah, that's great. Your booth always seems to be pretty well populated. So anytime I walk by, you're talking to somebody. So working out for you.
We see that people don't know us, but we want to know more.
Yeah,
which is very good. Very good. The community is very friendly.
Yeah,
very friendly. Yes. People are very friendly. I'm always surprised.
You're surprised?
I don't know. In France, in Europe, maybe people are shy, or here they come to you, they talk, they want to know more. It's appreciated a lot.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. So let's talk a little bit about Hexaly. You began your career though first with an academic foundation and experience in OR and mathematical optimization. So what motivated you to move from that research background into founding Hexaly? And tell us about that transition.
Yeah. I came from an academic background. I did my PhD on quite theoretical topics, graph theory, algorithmic graph theory. I was passionate by all of that since a very young age. But in fact, it's a long story because I didn't move directly from the research to Hexaly. By chance, I also was involved very early in part of the research, publications, but also very early in the business and industry, in OR. I worked for a company very early, and I discovered the gap between research and the practice and the business. It's not about publishing papers or just having new ideas. You need to deliver value. And so it was quite of a shock. Very, very interesting, but very, very interesting. I learned so much. So I started working in industry. I had to solve these problems, sometimes very big problems, to solve very dirty, in the sense they are not pure at all, a lot of constraints. And so I developed a lot of these local search heuristics and not really mathematical programming approaches. At that time, the big thing was Cplex, but it was not working very well in practice. So develop a lot of these heuristics to make clients happy. They were happy. I also participated to some OR competition with some colleagues, juniors, and we won the competitions implementing these heuristics against some very experienced people using very sophisticated mathematical programming techniques. And so, when I moved to Paris, I joined a big French conglomerate named Bouygues. It's difficult to pronounce.
Okay. I won't repeat it.
So it's a big public company. And I came with these ideas to say, okay, we spend a lot of time implementing these algorithms, local search algorithms. But it's boring. It's costly. It's boring. I love that, but in a business context, it's long. It's costly for the customers. It prevents us to prototype, and so we developed this idea. We start prototyping a kind of solver like Cplex, but based on these heuristics. This is what became local solver, but it took 10 years after my PhD, working in industry, to came with these ideas and to start implementing a prototype to get results. So in 2012, we had something that worked quite
that was
well.
local solver?
It was local solver. It was this thing called local solver because based on local search. And this is what we launched in 2012. And we discovered difficulty selling something. I was in industry at that time, so customers, servicing customer with solutions, but building a product, selling a product, solver, it's different. I learned it the hard way.
So local solver became Hexaly. What was the transition of the name change? Did it evolved significantly, I assume.
Exactly.
So describe what the aha moment maybe of the turning point when you realized the hybrid solver was commercially viable.
We had to change the name. It's a terrible name.
Hexaly is a terrible name?
No, local solver.
Okay, I was like, don't say that.
Hexaly, it's okay. It's okay. But local solver was a bad name. But no,
but it explained what it was and what it did.
For some people, it was clear. It was a heuristic solver. But when we launched it commercially, we had a few people interested. We can start. But our vision was really to build a solver that can compete with the best in class in the category. So Cplex was still a big thing at that time, growing. And so we knew that we had to make it global. But it took years. It took years to make it global. But to answer the question, what was the moment? In fact, there are 3 moments. So 2015, we introduced new modeling concepts because until then, we had results, but on very small classes of problems. It was niche, very, very niche. And I understood very quickly in terms of business, we will not make it. So we had to expand. In 2015, we had a few good ideas, adding modeling concepts. And so having fast, scalable solutions, but on broader classes of problems. And at this moment, we say, here maybe we can convince much more people to use it. And this is what happened. 2018, we became global with a special branch in Mount. So I will not dig into the technicalities, but we became global at this point. And so it was ridiculous to stay local solver.
Right.
But it took years, in fact, to change the name. We had the COVID in between. It was a difficult time, but 2021, third turning point, we get a lot of traction at this point, because really the full vision was realized technically. We had really a strong software, I think, at that point, and really we get traction. We doubled the number of clients in 2-3 years after that, and so we renamed Hexaly, and this is what we are today.
So it's 2021 when you relocated to the US then as well, when it started to
It was
boom?
I planned 21, but COVID, it was 22.
Okay.
It was 22 in the end,
So I'm just curious how the name came about. Does it mean anything in the industry that I don't know about? Or it's just a fun...
We search for a short name, having the .com. It's not easy, in fact.
Oh, okay.
I wrote a short code. It's one of my last code I wrote to generate some names. Right? So, and having a sense of scientific, mathematics, hexa, and hexagon is French. So it's a clin d'oeil, to France.
Well, we all know the name now. See it everywhere at Informs. So. From your experience delivering these OR solutions, what are some of the most unexpected lessons that you've learned about how optimization gets used in the real world?
So every time I go on the ground with the people using our solutions, I'm always surprised that we can do better. We could do better. Okay. We can help them more. This is the main lesson. That when you deliver something, you're glad the customer is happy. Okay, he pays. Okay, we are all happy. And then when you meet people, planners, especially using it on a daily basis, you want to say, okay, we can do that. We can do it. You can do more. And this is really by meeting people that use the users that you get the feedback, and you can do much more. This is really the lesson. But
good. Always do more. It's free for academics, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Then we see your ads on Informs magazines. So, and it's try for free and free for academics. How do you make money from it?
We make money from business and industry. So it's a simple business model. So for academia, it's fully free. The whole suite of products. We have the optimizers, the studio, the models, the cloud. Okay, they can use it for research, for teaching. But the business model is we have some licenses, which is original in here. But we have unlimited license for companies. Okay. And so they came at a very good price, but it works. Yeah. It works. Okay. We really want to expand more. Expanding the customer base. Our mission from the very beginning, and very humbly, we want to participate to this democratization of mathematical optimization. Yeah. So the price and the cost is something. Yeah. So Good. Yeah. Thank you. But it works. Yeah. It works.
Clearly.
We're here and we're good.
So how do you view the role of Informs in advancing optimization adoption in business and in industry? How can we help better do that?
I think Informs had a big impact so far in the adoption, and the Analytics Plus conference is part of this effort. And it's really this thing to make these two words speaking together. So the research, not just the research, the educators, the professors, and the practitioners, and all conferences are a kind of forum to exchange two parts. Again, I think we can do more. We can do better. Especially, so the point is really to have the voice of practitioners be heard in the community. I know there is a section practice,
Yeah.
but I think that, for example, in a big event like Informs, I don't know, we can have some ideas to have this practitioner voice be heard more in plenary or with some panels discussing the differences between the research, the practice, and what the customer wants in practice. It's very important. So I didn't reflect on that very precisely, but I think we can do more.
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
Thank you. With supply chains undergoing pressure always, and especially since COVID, how should OR practitioners adapt their modeling or deployment strategies to be more resilient?
So this is a big question.
Have you figured it out yet?
It's a big question because a lot of changes that time. So a lot of people are talking about stochastic optimization, robust optimization, adding this stochastic, robust thing, modeling stuff in the models. Yeah, of course, this is something we can do to handle more disruptions, all this stuff. But it's very difficult to make it work and to make it understandable by the business. This is what we learn also from the business. So stochastic, adding uncertainties to the model. It's not easy. It's not easy. The solutions are difficult to understand by the business.
Yeah.
So this is an idea. This is a lot of people talk about that in the community now. But I think that a basic way to contribute now, if you're a data scientist in your organization, it's just to make your work well, to be at the service, to listen at your customers or your business users, to be here to serve them and to be very agile, helping them with this agility. It's I think this is the best advice I can give to the practitioners.
Okay.
Be more agile than ever today and help the business to be agile.
Okay, thank you. I also read that you have some experience mentoring master's and PhD students. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What qualities do you look for in young analysts or practitioners, especially if you're looking to hire? What would make them stand out to you?
It's quite simple, in fact, for us at Hexaly. So we check technical backgrounds, okay. But as I say, generally, for me, the business is, or in the business, it's 50% of soft skills.
Mm-hmm.
Even at Hexaly, where we focus a lot on R&D, it's very important. Two things, listening, learning, being able to listen and to learn, especially when you are young. You have a lot of things to learn. You know a lot of things.
Right.
I have my PhD. I'm an expert in... but in the business, even when you're working at Hexaly with this huge R&D components in the work, you need to listen a lot. Listen internally with the customers, what they want. So listening and learning. And the second point is hard work.
Hard work.
Working hard, I always work very hard. So for me, it's volume, intensity. This is very basic things. The number of hours you do every day, every week, every month. And because it makes quite a difference in the end. And especially when you scale. If I'm just the only one to work hard, okay. But if the whole team is working hard, of course, it's the passion helps.
Yes.
And I think we are passionate people at Hexaly. I am, for sure.
Yes,
I think the team is passionate as well. Yeah.
So you said about 50% soft skills, you think. So how do you help them communicate to non-technical stakeholders the things that you're working on and the optimization insights and the business value there?
Again, it's really agility in the sense that communication it's difficult. So we talk together. I want to understand your needs. You have a problem. I ask you a question. You answer, but you need to loop back. You need to loop. So question, answer, reformulate. So listen, reformulate, listen, reformulate, listen, reformulate. Don't be shy. You can answer questions and again ask precision. When I was young, I was shy. Really, it may be surprising now, but when you do sales and marketing, you need to change. Cannot stay shy. But sometimes I was afraid to ask questions to say, I didn't understand very well. You need here again. So really looping with the customer is very, very important. Yeah.
And any industry, really. Just listen to your client, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's a personal habit or ritual you have if you're stuck on a tough problem and you need to reset? Do you do anything fun to recharge?
Yeah. You will say, okay, this guy is not very fun because I don't have I say I work hard. When I was young, I did lot of sports a lot. Music, I play a bit with some colleagues, but now I have 3 kids.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so it's also a passion.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of time. This is the future, so this is important. But I don't need to reset, really.
No.
I don't need to reset. I'm okay. I don't need to reset. I'm resetting, so I don't know if I'm resetting all the time or I don't need to reset at all. But no special hobbies now for years. Working a lot on this project, which is kind of life project. But spending time with family and the kids. Yeah, they take a lot of time and.
What are their
sometimes
ages?
It's exhausting.
Yeah, how old are your children?
So Martin 11, Juliet 7, and Alexander 5. So
mine are almost exact same ages as yours, so I get it. They still like me right now. So see what happens in a couple years when they hit those preteen years.
Martin is starting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
11 you start. Yeah.
In her room all the time.
It's very funny to see the change.
Right.
It's surprising the
overnight.
change. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But fun to watch them grow. Thanks for sharing that. So looking ahead, what do you see as the next frontier for Hexaly or for optimization more broadly?
There is a lot of things to do. So I consider, and at Hexaly, we consider that mathematical optimization is not major. It's the technology is not major. Maybe surprising, you can say Hexaly is not a major product. No, there is a lot of things to do, I think, for all of us, my colleagues in the competition, everybody. There is a lot of things to make solver much faster, scalable, solving more problems at scale. It's very important, being robust. So a lot of technical stuff to do, accumulate R&D. It would be probably a decade or two of a lot of work, but also making it easier to use, easier to understand, easier to use. And so for developers, there is a big thing that has come up recently. It's LLM, Gen AI. Yeah, it was kind of a dream for decades, how we can help people to model faster their problems. Just developers. We don't talk about non-technical users for now, but just developers, so that any data scientists, software developers, even without a big knowledge in mathematical optimization, can solve a problem and satisfy their clients internally. And so we are working on that too at Hexaly with Hexaly Studio. We'll have a copilot coming, and but we are not the only one. Many people work on that. So with this combination of hard work on the solving side and the modeling side, I think that in 10, 20 years ago, we can really democratize mathematical optimization and maybe touch this mid-sized companies.
Yeah.
Mid-sized companies today, a lot of, they need to plan. They need to plan operations, to optimize their operations, scheduling, transportation, so deliveries, and they don't use so much optimization. I think we can help really. Yeah.
So say we were sitting here a year from now, looking back, what would be the one thing you would want to be celebrating that had happened in the last year?
In the last year,
Either at Hexaly or at home, personally.
I think that it's a combination of both. So it was not so easy to come to the US with the family, the relocation, the installation with the kids changing. For example, my son Martin was very stressed. And now he's very cool. They have been accepted in their community.
Good.
That's cool. This is the same for us with my wife. She has a job, so it's really we're glad. Yeah. We are really glad about that, and we are really happy here in Brooklyn. Very friendly neighborhood, and we are really glad. We were not sure, you're never sure. Yeah. You go, you say, move. Okay, it will be okay. Yeah. And at the same time, the company is growing very fast now. We can hire. We have more financial power. It's not so maybe a big word, but we can invest more. Yep. And this is really what we wanted from the very beginning. And it was so slow at the beginning because we bootstrapped. Now we can move forward much faster, and it's amazing. It's really great. It was kind of a dream, which is realizing now. Yeah.
All right, last one. Give us your best dad joke. You have some. Got a dad joke for us or a math joke?
I was just telling my wife last week, if you ask me for a joke, I have nothing to say. No, I'm just a sad guy working on this stuff, mathematical optimization all the time. I don't know, we were talking about, because when I was younger, we were joking, and I can joke in situation, but if you ask me a joke,
I don't have one off the top of my head either, so that's fine.
I have nothing to say.
That's okay.
Maybe it's sad.
Maybe
I don't know.
We'll ask ChatGPT for a good math joke, and then add it in there.
We'll do that. I need to have one.
You gotta have one in your back pocket. Well, that's all I have. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe to our Informs YouTube channel so you don't miss our wonderful video content.